Anyways, I really should start, but I do want to go on a very bad schizophrenic rambling right now. Uh, I hope you've got your notebooks out. I hope you've got everything out that you need to learn. You know, you can jot down all you're learning from. You know, a bitch is crazy if she's got a fucking journal. I guess all of us are crazy. Yeah, if you want to see a little drawing we've done. Oh no, I was just drawing it randomly. When we were just listening to the audio for the next video and just making sure it all sounded coherent. If you want to listen to version 0.5, you can. I'll link it in the description. However, it's not the best. I wouldn't even call it 0.5. I'll probably call it 0.2. And that's being generous. But life, you know. Life. I'm a very handsy man. I want to grab this mic stand and just rip it. But I'm also a very conservative man and I don't want to do that. But I do want to let my intrusive thoughts run wild and just rip this fucking mic stand off and just start hitting it over everything. But then I don't want to do that because why? We should get on with this now. If you're wondering why it's late, grinding. It will happen every week. I'll make time for it. Could I have made time for it? Absolutely. Have I tried to make time for it? Absolutely. Has it worked out? If it would have worked out, then you would be seeing this sooner. I apologize for the reading and for my alcoholic, schizophrenic nature that I'm in right now. And for the burping as well. Yeah, some more burping. Alright. Let's get going. Part 2 tells how and why the operations of the mind are carried on by two parallel modes of activity, the one conscious and the other subconscious. It explains why the thought processes of the subconscious are the theatre of the most important mental phenomena, why ease and perfection depend entirely upon the degree in which we cease to depend upon the consciousness. It explains the origin of all great, noble, brilliant thoughts and ideas, why we find ourselves sometimes endowed with tact, instinct, courage, sagacity, and inspiration. In fact, it tells of a vast mental storehouse in which 90% of our thought processes originate. It explains also how this vast mental storehouse may be placed under the supervision and in the keeping of the subconscious mind. Conscious mind, I'm sorry for saying subconscious. It tells why those who are familiar with the laws governing in this larger mental domain are enabled to accomplish, to achieve, to become writers, authors, artists, ministers, captains of industry, and why all others must necessarily remain less than 10% efficient. Introduction, Part 2. Our difficulties are largely due to confused ideas and ignorance of our true interests. The great task is to discover the laws of nature to which we are to adjust ourselves. Clear thinking and moral insight are, therefore, of incalculable value. All processes, even those of thought, rest on solid foundation. The keener the sensibilities, the more acute the judgment, the more delicate the taste, the more refined the moral feelings, the more subtle the intelligence, the loftier the aspirations, the purer and more intense are the gratifications which existence yields. I'll read that again. The purer and more intense are the gratifications which existence yields. Hence, it is that the study of the best that has been thought in the world gives I feel like I read that wrong. Fuck it. Hence, it is that the study of the best that has been thought in the world gives supreme pleasure. The powers, uses, and possibilities of the mind under the new interpretations are incomparable, more wonderfully than the most extravagant accomplishments, or even dreams of material progress. Thought is energy. Active thought is active energy. Concentrated thought is concentrated energy. Thought concentrated on a definite purpose becomes power. Write that down. Thoughts concentrated. I would cut the video on a purpose becomes. But if I'm writing it, then so are you. This is the power which is being used by those who do not believe in the virtue of poverty or the beauty of self-denial. They perceive that this is the talk of weaklings. It is. You want to be alpha male, big huncher, man. Going to the gym, it's about 10% of that, if not 1%. Because you go to the gym, you're living through your body, you're looking at yourself in the mirror. Damn, I look fucking good. That's cool. But in the previous lifetime, you're probably a fucking old woman. Well, I say old, you went through your whole life as a woman, but you died an old woman. But you see what I'm saying? You look good, and that's nice. But do you feel good in here? Feelings transcend time and space. Feelings are on a completely different scale, which body and looks will never be able to surpass. It would never be able to at least be on that same scale. You get to a point where you're like, yeah, I look good, but you'll never get to the point where you'll fully be able to understand the feelings that you're feeling. You'll never be able to fully grasp why you're feeling it. Maybe you could, but even then you're still getting 10% of a picture that has 90% still unheard of, man. The ability to receive and manifest this power depends entirely upon... What the fuck am I... Why did I say entirely? Alright, see, it's crazy when I get into a mode and I'm thinking about other stuff while I'm reading, but then as soon as that thought process stops and I start laughing, my phone vibrates, or I hear something outside that I haven't heard before, or my mum says something that I haven't heard her say in a long time. Little things like that. Okay, cool. For some people, their phone vibrating and sending notifications isn't a normal thing. However, for the few that they could be perfectly fine with a Nokia brick, if not, it would be better so they can play Snake on it. You see what I'm saying? We don't have the luxury of people belling our phone all the time. We don't have the luxury of people talking to us constantly. We're doing our own shit, but we've sacrificed that. We're not on this path of wanting to be in a community. We're not on this path of wanting to be surrounded with a whole load of people, because we know we will be surrounded with people, but only the people that mean shit to the life that we're living. We're working on this temple inside, and by working on this temple, we are garnering more people to this temple. We're attracting more people to this temple, and these people, they will reside in our temple. We're not people that have people just there. You're either family or you're nothing. You're either with us or you're against us. You're either on our side or you're over there. And if you're over there, I hope you come on this side. I hope you see the light, and I hope you understand what we're doing over here. But most of the people that are on that side, they are unfortunately extremely ignorant and egotistical. And that's life, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm a fucking saint. I'm drinking alcohol right now, and I stopped the fast from drinking alcohol for the best part of 4 years since I was an alcoholic. Here we go. But I know I'm better from that, because in the last 4 years, my ego has been destroyed. My ego has fallen on the floor and I've trampled all over it. I've got divine ego, but that ego is beyond measure. That ego transcends time and space, because that ego is driven towards my will, and it is just more wood on top of the fire that keeps on burning. The ego that most people have, they're just spitting on this fire like, yeah, this spit is gonna make this fire burn brighter. But what the fuck does water do to fire? Yeah, you see? People that are ignorant, they won't be able to understand this shit. They just won't. And unfortunately, they're going to stay ignorant. But who am I to care? I'm sorry, I'm going on a very schizophrenic rambling, and I'm not schizophrenic before anyone says it's like how people say they're autistic just to make themselves seem normal. Be autistic in whatever sense you are, because you're not autistic. You're just you. You can say you're autistic just because everyone else around you is completely different to how you act. That doesn't mean you're autistic. That just means you're different. Good. You see what I'm saying? Good. Because it's better you be fucking different. It's better you be you than you try and fit in with everyone else. You fitting in with everyone else is calling yourself autistic and putting a label on yourself, trying to make it a part of your brand. I watched a South Park episode last night that was talking, the whole episode was based around brands and people rebranding themselves into being well educated, wielded, outdoorsy. I don't even know what the fuck it was. The only thing that I remember is victim at the end of it. But yeah, everyone's trying to rebrand themselves. And when you put this autistic thing on top of your brand, let's say, it diminishes it and your stock goes down. You want your stock to go up? I'm not saying I have the answers here, because if anything, don't listen to me. I don't even listen to my own advice. I don't even use my own advice. But throw the brands in the bin and just be you. The best thing that you can be is authentic. A lot of people trying to be someone they're not. A lot of people are trying to put different labels and shit on top of their brands to make them feel a certain type of way so that they fit in whatever cluster they're in right now. Why? Nigga, I don't fucking know. This is going to be a long video because I know I'm just going to start going up into these fucking ramblings. I still need to read that. Right now I am just in the mood to talk, but I know I need to get this video done as well for you and for us to learn. I'm not in the right fucking mood to learn. Oh man. You better have some fun time with this, because yeah, this motherfucker that I am right now, he can move worlds. That's the one thing I understood when I was at the bottom of a bottle. He could move worlds. He was just very sad. He was in a space where he didn't need to be in. He only put himself there because he had to be there. As much as he didn't want to be there, where else could we be? I've been thinking about deleting my old videos, but it gets to a point where I'm wondering, where do I stop deleting them? Because I've said previously, I'm sorry for going on this rambling, man. You want to skip ahead to the where we're reading, then skip ahead. It's probably like 20 more minutes. But I don't make these videos for you. Well, I do. I make it for me as well. To prove to myself, to give myself more. So I can give to those. Anyways. You see where we started here, man. I'm smiling right now because this is where all of this started. This is where all of this started. And I don't really want to get rid of it. I only want to get rid of it because I just want the only nice videos and the good videos that I have shit that actually means something about. Everything that I'm posting now, this is just for this, this is just for this, this is well, you get a different side of me there. I'm trying to integrate this side into me, and I would say I'm doing it successfully, but there's points in my time where he could come out, he doesn't come out, and he comes out when he doesn't come out, when he shouldn't come out. I'm working on it, and I hope you can at least bear with me with that. But I could say that I could delete everything to, like, here. Delete everything that I've done. But then I don't want to do that because it's like, you can see so clearly, like so clearly where I've come from. You can see so clearly where I've been. You can see so clearly the progression and the growth. I remember in this video here, is it this video? Yeah, this video here, I remember that. I was talking about Speed and Kaisenite and all of these people. And I do speak about them from here and there, time to time. But now, I don't really care about what they're doing. It does annoy me what they're doing. Because if I had a platform like that, best believe I would be telling people to do what we're doing right now. To learn shit. To learn real shit. To learn shit that most people will never be able to know. You see what I'm saying? One book that I think I could recommend to everyone is... That's the wrong book. This. I'm going to give this to my friend sooner or later. Because he's in my position... I feel like he's in a position where he's kind of putting himself down. Where he's not really being who he should, but he's only being this person just to, you know. Bear in mind, he hasn't rolled around in the mud. He hasn't rolled around in the... I need to get back to the fucking shit, man. Let me finish this. He hasn't rolled around in the filth like we have, and he hasn't understood what life really is. And he is kind of losing himself too, trying to fit into a society, trying to fit into a community, losing his own identity and trying to be someone he's not. I want to give him that so that he can bring himself back to what makes him him, the universe. But he needs to roll around in the mud as well. Who am I to change what he's trying to do? Who am I to change anything or what anyone's doing? I don't know best. I don't even use my own fucking shit. I mean, I do, but then I don't. I don't even trust myself half the time. I wake up, I say I'm going to do this, I say I'm going to do that. I probably do half of what I do and then fuck around for the rest. Doing something completely illogical than I should have been doing when I said when I woke up what I would have been doing. I'm still doing shit that still benefits the great work at the end of the day. I know that. But why am I speaking, giving myself expectations, giving myself shit, giving myself this and giving myself that when realistically, what, you know? Alright. Yeah. The ability to receive and manifest this power depends upon the ability to recognize the infinite energy ever dwelling in man, consistently creating and recreating his body and mind, and ready at any moment to manifest through him in any needful manner, in exact proportion to the recognition of this ability, of this truth, will be the manifestation in the outer life of the individual. Part 2 explains the method by which this is accomplished. The one thing I can say before we get into this, and it is relating to all of this, it's not another incoherent rambling, your thoughts genuinely create your world. Just sit with that, please. If there's one thing I wish I could have told myself when I was at the bottom of a bottle, is your thoughts do make the world. And giving him whatever piece of giving him this notebook, as much as I've got a few pages, let's just say, until I finished it. Giving him this, he knows my handwriting, he would flick through it and know that it's me. Giving him all of that, I promise you he would be at the top right now. Be where we will be soon. It's just a matter of time for us to get there now. But if we wasn't at the bottom, we wouldn't be here giving that guy that notebook. Schizophrenic rambling incoming. I'm just gonna try and keep this short, but I'm not gonna have a thought process and not say it when I know it should be said, you know. The videos I make, I don't do it for you. I'm not, in the sense of, I'm not trying to appeal to you. The one thing that I know is you, the audience, only knows what's come before. You don't know what I'm working on. As much as I've given you hints, as much as I've put something in the description to at least make sure you understand what we're doing, to give you a slight glimpse into what we're doing, especially with the plotting and schemings that we do. We've changed that up. I like how we've changed that up and we've kind of rebranded it in a sense. Not rebranded, but you know, we've just given it a new purpose. We've given it a better purpose. We give you an insight into it. We show you what's coming, but we don't show you what's coming. You see what I'm saying? It's like you go to a store and they give you a piece of cheese on a stick. You take it. This is nice. But then they're like, do you want this piece of cheese? It's made from the same factory. However, there's been slight little improvements to it. You taste it. Oh shit, this cheese is amazing. You end up buying that cheese. You end up fucking with that cheese. I think you can see where I'm going with this. I'm not going to elaborate on it anymore. I'm going to fill my glass up, grab my cat, and we'll be back. Read through all of this. You probably are while I've been rambling. Read through all of it. Yeah. I'm not going to cut it because I'm fucking lazy. I get these videos out as quick as I can because I want you to have the knowledge as fast as you can. But going back to what I was saying real quick before I go and fill up my glass. I don't even know if my cat's still here. Oh fuck it, we'll find out. I mean, it's raining outside, so yeah. The one thing I understand is I am making it only for you lot. To give you this love, to give you this knowledge, to give you something that I wish I could have had when I was at the bottom. Because I swear, I would have seen someone like me, looked at one of his videos, like let's say we looked at affrontedness. Would have seen that and go, okay, I fuck with this. But then I would have been curious. I'm like, who was the guy that made this? And done my research. About the guy and all of that. And I would see from the videos that he's been posting, it's not just something that he's doing. It's a fucking lifestyle. It's just him. Straight up. No filter. No hyping himself up for the camera. No this and no that. It's just him. And how can you hate that? How can you put that down? How can you say that you don't like that? Where you can see this guy that's speaking to you right now from this camera that you see on your screen. You could see me on the train coming back from wherever, and we could just have a conversation like this. It's not gonna be where you see Kai Cenat outside of his camera and he's not big jumpy monkey. Your whole perception's shattered and you don't feel really good about watching him anymore because it's like, damn, I know this guy really ain't like that. Why the fuck am I watching him? Just for what? Entertainment? Nah, fuck that, man. That's a waste of time. As much as my incoherent ramblings are a waste of time, I do believe that you can apply it to your life as well. The videos I make don't speak to your body like how religion does. Fuck religion, in my opinion. It puts you in such a box, it puts you in such a little thing where you confine yourself to. Religion shouldn't be something about, oh, you can do this, but don't do that. No. Everyone has their moral compass. Everyone knows what is good and what is bad. Live to that. Live to that. And I know there's an argument for, oh, but people think rape is good. Well, then people should just be locked up because they know it's bad. That's why they like it. And they've conditioned themselves to believe that it's good because they're addicted to that feeling that they get from doing something that bad. Fucking hell, man. Just give me president. Make me run Hollywood. I'm not a Jew, but make me run Hollywood. Oh man, my name ain't Kyle. Alright, let me go. No cat, I'm sorry. But yeah, let me read this. I'm sorry for waste. I didn't fucking waste your time. What the fuck am I talking about? Talking about wasting your time. You skipped ahead anyways. Now fuck. You're not a nigga that wastes his time. Her time, his time where you're a divine entity without no gender. The fuck? Yeah. Part 2. The operations of the mind are produced by two parallel modes of activity, the one conscious, the other subconscious. Professor Davidson says, he who thinks to illuminate the whole range of mental action by the light of his own consciousness is not unlike one who should go about to illuminate the universe with a rushlight. Let that sit. Who is texting me now? The conscious logical processes are carried on with a certainty and regularity which would be impossible if there existed the possibility of error. Our minds is so designed that it prepares for us the most important foundation of cognition, whilst we have not the slightest apprehension of the modus. Read that yourself. But literally, fear is something that's taught, learned, and from other people. It's just a form of suppression. See that video of the baby trying to eat the snake's head, putting that snake right to its mouth. The baby ain't scared of the snake. Of course we are. Most of us are built with the fear of spiders and snakes just in us because of our ancestors and all of that. However, like I said, you're a divine entity, nigga. I should probably put. You know what? Fuck it. I went downstairs and my mum said my eyes look weird, so now I'm. I mean, do I care? Not really, but I know I'm gonna look like a cool ass nigga with these on. Alright. The subconscious soul, like a benevolent stranger, works and makes provisions for our benefit, pouring only the mature fruit into our lap. Thus, ultimate analysis of thought processes show the subconscious is the theatre of the most important mental phenomena. When people get an out-of-body experience or they die and they look into past lives and all of that, they say that it's been a theatre. They say that it's like they can see the characters outside of their world coming into frame and then leaving frame. This is why some people that are so entwined with themselves, they prefer to be alone, so no people is coming into their space and coming into their theatre fucking it up. However, I've got something written down here that I think a lot of people should listen to. Not that, but fuck you. I'm joking, I love you. You are the producer, actor, and director. You're also the scriptwriter, but the script is still being written as you go along. You can change it. You are the writer, after all. After? The fuck? Am I American? Alright. It is through the subconscious that Shakespeare must have perceived without effort great truths which are hidden from the conscious mind of the student. That Phidias fashioned marble and bronze, that Raphael painted Madonnas and Beethoven composed symphonies. Ease and perfection depend entirely upon the degree in which we cease to depend upon the consciousness. Playing the piano, skating, operating the typewriter, the skilled trades depend for their perfect execution on the process of the subconscious mind. The marvel of playing a brilliant piece on the piano, while at the same time conducting a vigorous conversation, shows the greatness of the subconscious powers. It's like when you bring your attention to breathing. You just breathe. Your eyes, they just blink. Look at a pigeon walk. Look at its head move. And then you tell me the power of the subconscious mind. Do you think the pigeon knows that it's moving its head every time it walks? We are all aware how dependent we are upon the subconsciousness. And the greater, the nobler, the more brilliant our thoughts are, the more it is obvious to ourselves that the origin lies beyond our ken. We find ourselves endowed with tact, instinct, sense of the beautiful in art, music, etc., of those whose origin or dwelling place are wholly unconscious. The value of the subconscious is enormous. It inspires us, it warns us, it furnishes us with names, facts, and scenes from the storehouse of memory. It directs our thoughts, tastes, and accomplishes tasks so intricate that no conscious mind, even if it had the power, has the capacity for. I've got an idea. I need to build off of this in the next video. Be prepared for the next video. I've been saying it to myself and it's time to put it out into the world. They will know my fucking name. They will know my fucking name. This video we have coming up, we've put into our rearview mirror and we've backed up on it. We are the ones that are peddling it. We are the ones that are doing it, and we know it is going to be the one where everyone knows who we are. They already know who we are. They look up into the sky and they see an eagle and they think of me. They see the word enigma and they think of me. You think I care about anything else that anyone else has going on? No, motherfucker, no. I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that. The only thing, and I mean the only fucking thing I care about, is doing what I need to fucking do. You don't understand it, you don't fucking get it, because you ain't doing this shit. I'm speaking to myself, I'm speaking to myself from a point back then. But why do I care about that nigga that was back then? That nigga ain't on the shit that we're fucking on. It's like I'm trying to prove a point to the people that don't get it. But why the fuck do I care about these motherfuckers at the end of the day? The only thing that I should be doing is shining my fucking light. The only thing that I should be doing is shining my fucking light. Me shining my light gives those the opportunity to shine their light because they see me shining mine. I don't give a fuck about no one else. I don't give a fuck about these niggas that are just black holes and swallow up energy because they don't know how to emanate their own shit. I had one homeboy that did that. One homeboy that fucking did that. And I didn't know that until I fucking knew it. See what I'm saying? This motherfucker was a motherfucker that he thought he was squad leader. He thought he was this. He thought he was that. But realistically, at the end of the day, this motherfucker ain't shit. This motherfucker ain't gonna be shit. This motherfucker had to doubt everything that this nigga was doing right here because it made him feel better. Because he was getting more money, because he was getting this and he was getting that. Fuck that man. Fuck that motherfucker, man. That nigga ain't doing what we're fucking doing. That's ego. That's ego. But all it is drive. All it is desire. I'm sorry, this video has probably gone on for a very long time. 41 minutes already. Oh man. Ah. I'll probably put these back up now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how long these incoherent ramblings have been, but yeah. Watch it, someone's gonna click on this video. I know it's extremely unprofessional of me to make a video that's this long and I'm talking about this shit. But I don't care. Because I'm making these videos for myself. I'm putting my shit out and I don't care about what anyone else has to say about it. I don't give a fuck. Anyone has a problem with me, then they can come take it out with me. The fuck are they gonna do? I'm not gonna dance around my room with a fucking gun like all of these other Twitch streamers are doing. I can promise you one thing, these motherfuckers try to do that with me. It's on site right there. It's on site right there. You don't need to pull up with no gun. I'll swing my fucking fists at you and I'm gonna make sure you die. No, it's not no YouTuber boxing or anything like that, as much as I thought that I would be doing it at a point way back when. I always knew I would be in this position that I'm in right now, in the limelight, in the spotlight, where everyone knows my name and everyone knows my face and all of that. I never thought it would be like this though, but I ain't saying no, because I've just gone along with everything that's been going on. I ain't the driver in this situation. I'm the guy in the back seat. And even then, I'm so sorry about the burping. Yeah. How long do we have? We've got a lot to read. Oh. Alright, you know what? I better crack on with it before, The value of the subconscious is enormous. It inspires us. It warns us. It furnishes us with names, facts, and senses from the storehouse of memory. It directs our thoughts, tastes, and accomplishes tasks. I know I've already read this. Accomplishes tasks so intricate that no conscious mind, even if it had the power, has the capacity for. When we walk at will, we can raise the arm whenever we choose to do so. We can give our attention through eye or ear to any subject at pleasure. On the other hand, we cannot stop our heartbeats, nor the circulation of the blood, nor the growth of stature, nor the formation of nerves and muscle tissue, nor the building of the bones, nor many other important vital processes. If we compare these two sets of actions, the one decreed by the will out of the moment, and the other proceeding in majestic rhythmic course, subject to no vacillation, but constant at every moment, we stand in awe of the latter, and ask to have the mastery explained. We see at once that these are the vital processes of our physical life. We cannot avoid the interference that these all-important functions are designedly withdrawn from the domain of our outward will, with its variations and transitions, and placed under the direction of permanent and dependable power within us. I hope you understand that Kai's not talking about zodiac. I know I said I don't care about what this guy's saying. This guy talking about he don't believe in zodiac signs. He understands all of this esoteric knowledge and all of that. He's seen all of this shit, and he understands it, and he knows that it's right. He's only saying that he doesn't know it. He's only saying that he doesn't know it. Ow. He's only saying that he doesn't know it. He's only saying that all of that shit just to suppress his audience. I think we all both know that. And there's no such thing as selling your soul, but we'll get to that later. Of these two powers, the outward and changeable have been termed the subconscious mind or the objective mind, dealing with outward objects. The interior position is called the subjective mind, subconscious mind, or the subjective mind. And besides its work on the mental plane, it controls the regular functions which make physical life possible. It is necessary to have a clear understanding of their respective functions on this mental plane, as well as the certain other basic principles. Perceiving and operating through the 5 physical senses, the conscious mind deals with the impressions and objects of the outward life. I know I said this wrong. I said this instead of that. But this still works as well. It has the faculty of discrimination, carrying with it the responsibility of choice. It has the power of reasoning, whether inductive, deductive, analytical, or syllogistic. I'll go with that. And this power may be developed to a high degree. It is the seat of the will, with all the energies that flow therefrom. What the fuck am I talking about? Not only can it impress other minds, it can direct the subconscious mind in the way. It can direct the subconscious mind. In this way, the conscious mind becomes the responsible ruler and guardian of the subconscious mind. It is this high function which can completely reserve conditions in your life. I make my videos, so it doesn't matter where you come in on, and I will touch on this when we do the plotting and scheming when we're in another country that we're in, and you'll be able to understand the other country that we're in if you look at it in the description of what we've been working on. But you'll be able to understand what we're... Fuck it, what the fuck am I talking about? I've completely... I know what I'm talking about. This is what drinking does to a nigga. Yeah. You know, I'll leave that for that video. We don't need to talk about it right now. It is often true that conditions of fear, worry, poverty, disease, inharmony, and evils of all kinds dominate us by reason of false suggestions, accepted by the unguarded subconscious mind. All this, the trained conscious mind can entirely prevent by its vigilant protective actions. It may be properly be called the watchman of the gate of the great subconscious domain. One writer has expressed the chief distinction between the two phases of mind. Thus, conscious mind is reasoning. This guy's a fucking scratch record. Conscious mind is reasoning will. Subconscious mind is instinctive desire. Conscious mind is reasoning will. Subconscious mind is instinctive desire, the result of past reasoning will. Take that one to the grave. How about that? Write that down. I'm not going to write it down because I remember it. I'm not going to remember it in 5 minutes. I'm not going to remember it in 5 minutes. Like I said, take my advice because I'm not fucking taking it. The subconscious mind draws just and accurate interference from premises furnished from the outside source. Where the what the fuck am I speaking about? Where the premises is true, the subconscious mind reaches a faultless conclusion. But where the premises for suggestion is an error, the whole structure fails. The subconscious mind does not engage in the process of providing. It relies upon the conscious mind, the watchman of the gate, at the gate, to guard it from mistaken impressions. I hate reading out loud, man. Fuck. Hey, all of this is just fucking exposure therapy. You either do it or you don't, apparently. I don't fucking know. But I hope you understand that this, whatever we're drinking, I don't even know. I think it's Prosecco, which makes me extremely gay. Oh, it makes me gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. BC thing is, I'm happy with my manhood. I'm fine with my manhood. I know I'm fine, so I can make gay remarks and all of that, knowing that I'm still a man at the end of the day. I don't need to say it and then question my sexuality. People that question their sexuality, they don't have their chakras aligned. They don't have their shit sorted out. They have work to do. We, on the other hand, know who we are. We know what we're doing. We know all of this shit. So we're happy to do what we do. I'm gonna have some water now. It's like I said, be happy about... I need to file my nails. I can't wait for the time where I can just go into a nail shop and get my nails done. Get my toes done as well. My fucking meaty ass toes. I'm gonna need sandpaper to, sort them out. I hope you didn't see any of that. Fuck. Hey, you saw it. You didn't see it. Knowing you weirdos, you're gonna end up zooming in on that shit. Right now, all I want to do is sit down in my bed and watch The Godfather 3. I still need to watch it, man. I want to see the death of Michael. Michael's the man. I'm not the guy to base myself off personalities that I see on TV and all of that. I used to be the guy, but why am I going to base myself off a fictional character when I'm way better than any fictional character could ever be? I'm Spider-Man! So you live with your grandma. Sorry. You live with your aunt. You don't get the girl in the end. You get Mary Jane, but depends what fucking issue we're talking about. Receiving any suggestions are true. The subconscious mind at once proceeds to act thereon in the whole domain of its tremendous field of work. The conscious mind can suggest either true or error. If the latter, it is at the cost of wide-reaching peril to the whole beginning. I'm so fucked. Yeah. You'll see me at a fucking show one day being extremely licked with a bottle of Henny in my hand. So don't expect me to not be doing outlandish shit. You're lucky that I'm trying to be as reserved as I can right now. But imagine how I would be around people and I'm in this state. Fuck, man. And this is like, I feel good though. I feel good. How long do we have? How much more? We haven't got that more. Don't worry about it, dog. If we compare these two sets of action, the one decreed by the will of the moment and the other proceeding a majestic rhythmic course, subject to no vacillation, but contest to every moment, we stand in awe of the latter, and ask to have the mystery explained. We see at once that these are the vital processes of our physical life. We cannot avoid the interference that these all-important functions are designedly withdrawn from the domain of our outward will, with its variations and transmissions, all placed under the direction of a permanent and dependable power within us. Of these two powers, the outward and the changeable have been termed the conscious mind or the objective mind, dealing with the outward objects. The interior power is called the subjective mind. I made the same mistake again, nigga. What? Has been called the conscious mind or the subjective mind, and besides its work on the mental plane, it controls the regular functions which make physical life possible. I am so fucked right now. I'm like absolutely shivering. Hey. It's like I said, have some fun with this. Have some fun with this, because you'll never be able to see a nigga smile like this. I smile like this when I'm off camera and I'm sober when I'm working and I'm creating magic like that. However, when we're on here, we're all serious, we're all Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm not ready to go right now. Oh shit. I wish a nigga would. Like, in all honesty, I wish someone that had beef with me on here say some shit so I could get up in their fucking face and just have fun with them. Hey, I love everyone in the same way that I love myself, and I give that love out to everyone else. But people are always gonna hate that love because they don't love themselves. So they're gonna hate every other piece of love that they see in front of them. Let them hate it, man. Let them hate it. Let them hate it. It is necessary to have a clear understanding of their respective functions on this plane, as well of certain other basic principles. Perceiving and operating through the five physical senses, the conscious mind deals with the impressions and objects of the outward life. In this country, they're pushing a agenda to try and make you live with these five senses, and they're not trying to make you believe in these other senses that you have. My face. See, I feel in control, and I know what it's like to feel absolutely fucked, and I'm not on that point yet. I'm not gonna get to that point. Well, I'm not gonna fucking say that. My glass is finished. I'm going to finish this, and then I'll go finish the bottle that we've got. It's not a big bottle. It's a normal size bottle, but of course with what we're drinking, you can drink it in like 3 sips. Hold up, I gotta look at the fucking nudes that a bitch has been sending me. These ain't nudes, these are cleavage pics. This ain't shit. No way. Wow. Alright. Oh man, I feel like crawling in my bed right now. Hey, I've gotta keep on pushing. I'm the guy that made the choice to drink, so yeah. How long have I been going for? An hour. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I made you sit through all of this time. You're probably sitting there with your notepad. You're probably sitting there with your notepad like this. Oh shit, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to... Shut the fuck up, man. Hey, don't get me wrong. We're learning. We're learning. We're learning. However, yeah. I don't even know if anyone's been in the chat. If anyone's been even here. Sorry, I'm letting my intrusive thoughts roam wild right now. I'm in that. Why is there 2 viewers? Who the fuck is watching this? Hey, if you're having a fun time watching this, don't subscribe. I'm not worth that. If you want to know what my Twitch is, you have better things to be doing than worrying about what my Twitch is. Go outside, be in nature. Fucking hell, man. I really want to go fill up my glass one more time. No, I can't be doing that. We've got work to do. We've got work to do. Fuck off, oh! Fuck off my phone, man. It is the faculty of discrimination. Wait, have we read? Yeah, we have. It has the faculty of discrimination, carrying with it the responsibility. Why is this hoe still text? Fuck off, man. It has the faculty of discrimination, carrying with it the responsibility of choice. It has the power of reasoning, whether inductive, deductive, analytical, or syllogistic. And the power may be developed to a high degree. It is the seat of the will, with all the energies that flow therefrom. Have I read this? I have, haven't I? I'm here, ain't I? Well, that's what I get. Oh, damn, he went. Hey, at least he listened and went to go touch grass. Good. I'm sorry. I feel stupid now. Yeah, fuck, it is what it is. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. See, how I like being drunk. I mean, I haven't been drunk for about 4 years, so I don't really, you know, I don't really remember it, but I do remember it. But I don't remember it. I remember going to sleep. This video is gonna be about 2 hours. Hey, every minute is comedy gold in my opinion. But every night, I remember going to sleep with. To me, your love is suicidal. To me, your love is suicidal. To me, your love is suicidal. And then I don't know what song that is. I don't remember what song that is, but I remember that. Fucking hell, my eyes are itching. I probably look shit faced right now, and I'm sorry. I don't really care about my public appearance, but I do also care about it. You see what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying. It's like the first and only time you'll ever be able to see this side of me, so have fun with it. When I'm at the top and I'm being all. I'm sorry if I'm making noise. I'm being all mysterious. Woo, woo, corny ass shit. Anyway, this is what we need to do in order to keep that. I mean, I don't really care about it though. That's the thing. Ah, fuck it, man. I mean, they only do it about it to care about more money. That's why Ken got that fucking tattoo. People are like, oh, but that's a gateway into his show. He showed his show. That's a pentagram is not satanic. An upside down pentagram literally just means material over mind. The top bar of the pentagram it represents ether, it represents mind, it represents, you know, prana, chi, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You turn that upside down, then you're focusing on the bottom bit, which is material, which is money, which is this, which is that, which is the thing that people are pushing to suppress the other people. If I was him, if I was a musician, if I was in that space, I don't blame them for doing that. This is like the one thing that I can say. I don't blame them for doing that because I can understand where they're coming from with that. Me, on the other hand, I don't really fuck with that. I don't really care about that. But I understand why they do it, and I fuck with why they're doing it because who don't want to get that bag? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, personally, I wouldn't do it. But that's just me. Another person could see it from another light, and they could go, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do that. I'll suppress the younger generation. I'll do this and I'll do that. I did see how on one of his sides he had an ear. So that might have been hinting to him actually having the Baphomet sigil tatted on him. It would be hard. That would be a hard fucking sigil. Because as much as people want to think about Baphomet as being a satanic being and all of that, no. Baphomet, like however the fuck you say that name, the demon that Crowley conjured in his house in Bolesky, or whatever the fuck you call it. It's just the keeper of the abyss, the watcher of the abyss, the guarder of the abyss, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Baphomet has parts man, parts female, parts animal, parts mechanic, parts of everything. How could you not find that at least a little bit beautiful? You see what I'm saying? You've been, as we said here, you've been conditioned to have this fear of Baphomet, but I'm gonna get told that I'm a Satanist now. Hey, it's like I said in my last video. I look up at the 7, but I look past the 7. You take the 7th planet, flip the name a little bit. Satan, Saturn. Why do you think I was talking about 5 in the last? I'm just revealing all the secrets I probably shouldn't be revealing now, should I? Ah, fuck it. No, I don't want to do that right now. I'm not fucking that down bad that I want to like. Ah, shit, man. When I get off this, I'll probably need to make a call to get my dick wet. I remember now why I don't drink. Have I read this? Yeah, man. The conscious mind ought to be on duty during every waking hour, when the watchman is off guard, or when its calm judgment is suspended under a variety of circumstances. Then the subconscious mind is unguarded and left open to suggestions from all sources. During the wild excitement of panic, or during the height of anger, or the impulse of irresponsible mob, or of the irresponsible mob, or at any time of the of unrestrained passion, the conditions are most dangerous. The subconscious mind is then open to suggestion of fear, hatred, selfishness, greed, self-depreciation, or any other negative forces. Driven from surrounding persons or circumstances, the result is usually unwholesome in the extreme, with effects that may endure to distress for a long time. Hence the great importance of guarding the subconscious mind from false impressions. A nigga wants to hate on you, let a nigga hate on you. Let a nigga hate on you. He'll never see you for how you are, so why the fuck do you care about his interpretation of who you are and what you're doing? See what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna need to make a call sooner or later, man. I swear. The subconscious mind perceives by intuition. Hence, its processes are rapid. It does not wait for the slow methods of conscious reasoning. In fact, it cannot employ them. I said that way too fast. Fucking hell. You wouldn't want me at a show with a bottle of Henny in my hand. I swear to you, there would be so much shit going on. Am I making this like 2 hours? I'm going to end up making this 2 hours later. I haven't made a long video. I haven't made a long video in a long time. The subconscious mind never sleeps, never rests, and more than does your heart or your blood. It has been found that by plainly stating to the subconscious mind certain specific things to be accomplished, forces are set into operation that lead to the result desired. Here, then is a source of power which places us in a touch with omnipresence. Herein is a deep principle which is worth our most earnest study. Yeah. Take that one to the grave. The operation of this law is interesting. Those who put it into operation find that when they go out to meet the person with whom they anticipate a difficult interview to, something has been there before them and dissolved this supposed difference. I'm sorry, I'm reading this extremely slurred and different worded and all of that. Everything has changed, all is harmonious. They find that where some difficult business problem prevents itself, they can afford to make delay, and something suggests the proper solution. Everything is properly arranged. In fact, those who learn to trust the subconsciousness find that they have infinite resources at their command. The subconscious mind is the seat of our principles and our aspirations. It is the fount of our artistic and articulate ideas. These instincts can only be overthrown by an elaborate and grandeur process of undermining the innate principles. Fear, doubt, self-doubt. Self-doubt is venom. Self-doubt is something that you don't want to know, you don't want to see, you just... Ugh, yucky. Get out of my face, yucky boy. It's what I'm saying though. Have some fun with this guy that I am right now. Have some fun with it, because you won't be able to see this guy for a long while. You think this email's updated? If you have anything that you want to say, text my email. Send me an email over and I will reply to it. There's no doubt about that. I'm on this fucking computer of laptop 24/7 grinding. Oh god, man, I wanna fuck so bad. I'm gonna make a call. I need to wait. I need to do this. I'm sorry. I need to do this. The subconscious mind cannot argue controversially. Hence, it has accepted wrong suggestions. The sure method of overcoming them is by the use of a strong counter-suggestion, frequently repeated, which the mind must accept, thus eventually forming new and healthy habits of thoughts and life. For the subconscious mind is the seat of a habit. That which we do overcome over and over. That which we do over and over becomes mechanical. It is no longer an act of judgment. It has worn its deep grooves in the subconscious mind. This is favorable for us in the habit be wholesome and right. If it be wrong, harmful and wrong, the remedy is to recognize the omnipotence of the subconscious mind and suggest present actual freedom. The consciousness being creative and one with our divine source will be at once create the freedom suggested. I do want to apologize. I'm thinking about her. I'm sorry for being drunk. I'm doing it to get away from my work and all of that and to take a step back, because I've been fucking grinding. Fucking trust me, I've been grinding. That one little snippet that we've got, as much as it's 9 minutes or however fucking long it is, I'm pretty sure it's 9 minutes 48. The shit that we've got right now, the DNA of it is still there, but it sounds completely... How I've got it written down is, first 4 minutes needs to be more jumpy, and it still needs to be more jumpy, but it's more jumpy than how it was when we first put it out to where it is right now. I need to fucking finish this shit so bad, man. The subconscious mind is the seat of our principles and our aspirations. It is the fount of our artistic and articulate ideas. The instinct can only be overthrown by an elaborate and gradual process of undermining the innate principles. Did I? I don't fucking know anymore. I did read this, yeah, I know that. To sum up, normal functions of the subconscious on the physical side have to do with the regular and vital processes, with the preservation of life and the restoration of health, with the care of offspring, which include an instinctive desire to preserve all life and improve conditions gradually. I will read this again tomorrow by my own and just make my notes on it, as much as I haven't been making my notes on it. I hope you've been making your notes on it. Do I think you've been making your notes on it? I don't even think anyone's here right now. But I also know that a million people are here right now. I don't care. I'm still doing what I'm fucking doing, man. People are here, people are here. People ain't here, and people ain't here. They're missing out on shit. That ain't for me to care about. They're the guys that are making. I broke my pen. That's what I'm saying though. Like, I'm ready to, just. Anyways, on the mental side, it is the storehouse of memory. It harbors the wonderful thought messengers who work unhampered by time or space. It is the fountain of the practical initiative and constructive force of life. It is the seat of habit. On the spiritual side, it is the source of ideals, of aspirations, of the imagination, and is the channel of thought which we recognize our divine source. And in proportion as we recognize this divinity, do we come into an understanding of the source of power. I like flicking my head back like that because it reminds me of a time in school where, when I was drinking, even in school, when I used to drink, I used to put my head back. We used to mix vodka in a water bottle and we used to just drink it. The guy that provided me with the alcohol threw up in class, and the teachers found out that he was drinking and he got in trouble. He didn't get kicked out of the school or whatnot, but he got in fucking trouble. Did they find out that I was doing it? No. But I found it extremely fun though. Like, it was a fun time because I knew no one else was drinking, but I was in this, like, I was in the mood to throw hands with everyone, but I was in the mood to kiss every baby that I saw as well. Yeah. Someone may ask, how can the subconscious change conditions? The reply is because the subconscious is a part of the universal mind, and a part must be the same in kind and quality as the whole. The only difference is one of degree. The whole, as we know, is creative. In fact, it is the only creator that there is. Consequently, we find that mind is creative, as thought is the only activity which the mind processes. Thought must necessarily be creative also. Come on, man, I've got a little bit to read left. You can read this all for fucking yourself. Fuck you. You can read this for yourself. You can, here, take a screenshot. You know what, I'll fucking read it for you. I love you that much. But we shall find that there is a vast difference between simply thinking and directing our thought consciously, systematically, and constructively. When we do this, we place our mind in harmony with the universal mind. We come in tune with the infinite. We set in operation the mightiest force in existence, The creative power of the universal mind, this, as everything else, is governed by natural law, and this law is the law of attraction, which most people are lying to you about, which they want you to get their course about, which they want you to learn about them from them, and then law of attraction is literally, you want something, think about it, and you think about it hard, but you make sure that it's something that's right for you and your moral compass is pointing straight. Then you'll fucking get it. Simple as that. Which is, the mind is creative and will automatically correlate with its object and will bring into manifestation. In part 1, I gave you an exercise for the purpose of securing control of the physical body. If you have accomplished this, you are ready to advance. We meditated for a whole week straight. Time to admit that actually no. I meditate in the gym when I'm sitting in the sauna and all of that, and I have to control my breathing, and yeah. So I probably meditated for about 4 days. I'm not gonna say I meditated for a whole week, because I would be lying to you. I meditated for about 4 days, but I'll make up for it with another 14 days just to make my life a living hell. But you know, I'm drinking right now as much as the glass is fucking empty. I'm drinking right now just to get myself away from it, as we said, to get away from my work. But after today, I know that I'm going to get back at it tomorrow. I might not wake up tomorrow. I could die in my sleep tomorrow. If I die in my sleep tomorrow, at least I know that I'm not holding no resentment towards anything. And I know that if I did wake up tomorrow, I would be doing what I should be doing. But I still did what I should have fucking done today, and I worked fucking hard. That's why I'm drinking. This time you will bring to control your thoughts. This time you will begin to control your thoughts. Always take the same room, same chair, same position. If possible, in some cases, if it is not convenient to take the same room. In this case, simply make the best use of such conditions as may be available. Now be perfectly still as before, but inhibit all thought. As this will give you control over all the thoughts of care and worry and fear, and will enable you to entertain only the thought of your desire. Unconsciously, I've been doing this. Continue this exercise until you gain complete mastery. You will not be able to do this for more than a few moments at a time, but this exercise is valuable because it is a very practical demonstration of the great number of great thoughts which are constantly trying to gain access to to your mental world. Sick. In part 3, you will receive instructions of an exercise which may be a little more interesting, but it's necessary that you master this one first. Have fun. I've been doing it unconsciously, but now I'm doing it consciously, and I'm gonna do it even better. Period. I'm fucking gay. I'm not. Like I said though, I can walk around with my penis, so I don't fucking care. What are the two modes of mental activity, conscious and subconscious? Upon what do we ease and perfect? Upon what do ease and perfection depend? Ease and perfection depend entirely upon the degree in which we cease to depend upon the conscious mind. What is the value of the subconscious? It is enormous. It guides us, warns us. It controls the vital processes and is the seat of memory. What are some of the functions of the conscious mind? It has the faculty of discrimination. It has the power of reasoning. It has the state of will and may impress the subconscious. I'm going to stop now. How has the distinction between the conscious and subconscious been expressed? Conscious mind is reasoning will. Subconscious mind is distinctive desire, the result of past reasoning will. What method is necessary in order to impress the subconscious? Mental state, what is needed? Mental state, what is needed? That sounded so like... What will be the result? If the desire is in harmony with the forward movement movement of the great whole, forces will be set in motion, which will bring about the result. Whereas the result of the operation of this law, our environment reflects conditions corresponding to the predominant mental attitude which we entertain. What name has been given to this law? Law of attraction. How is the law stated? Through its creative energy, and will automatically correlate with its object and bring it into manifestation. Hey.
Is that a wine?
No.
One.
No, it's just a glass.
Is it unbreakable?
No. Don't shoot. Don't hit my TV.
I'll break it.
I'll break you.
Come on, Sharon. How you feeling? I see you got time to get that at you. Uh-oh. Go on then.
I'm a smooth motherfucker. Alright. Cause and effect is an absolute and undeviating in the hidden realm of thought, as in the world of visible and material things. Mind is the master weaver, both of the interior garment of character and the outer garment of circumstances. James Allen, good old Mr. Allen, Barry Allen. Remember, fully to understand grand and beautiful thoughts require perhaps as much time as to conceive it. If you wish to enjoy the utmost practical benefit from the master key, go slowly, as we do every week, as much as I do. Transfer into your mind the contest of one part only each week, literally, for 24 weeks, realizing the meaning of every phrase. Consult the master key constantly as your perpetual help and stimulus. Please go on this link. I'm never going to be able to do it justice reading, especially in the state that I'm in right now, so please go and do it for yourself, man. I love you if you do, and if you don't, take your life into your hands. Consult the master key constantly as your perpetual help and stimulus. Each time you read this work, you will get a better understanding of the internal cosmic principles. Tell others of the master key so that more and more people may reciprocate with you as conscious adepts in harmony. This is why I do what I do. Now I'm going to go and kill myself right now. Joking. 1 hour and 30, fucking hell. I will catch you on the flip side.